Bonjour à tous et à toutes, ici Martin Gaffuri. Je viens de terminer les commentaires du Trail Verbier St-Bernard by UTMB en compagnie de Stéphanie Case. Revivez avec nous les temps forts du 50 km, le Verbier Marathon, une course alpine particulièrement exigeante avec ses 43 km et 3000 mètres de dénivelé positif. Cette 17e édition du Trail Verbier St-Bernard by UTMB réunit 6000 coureurs venus de 74 pays différents. Organisé depuis 2009 dans le Canton du Valais, le Trail Verbier St-Bernard by UTMB est le premier ultra-trail de 100 miles de Suisse. Avant de devenir une destination touristique mondialement réputée, Verbier n'était qu'un alpage isolé où seuls quelques agriculteurs vivaient toute l'année. Aujourd'hui, Verbier offre tout ce dont les trailers peuvent rêver. Des paysages grandioses, des panoramas spectaculaires et une atmosphère alpine unique. Le départ est donné au-dessus du village de Brusson, à près de 1700 mètres d'altitude. Le parcours serpente le long des crêtes avec des vues exceptionnelles sur le Grand Combin et le Mont Blanc. Un sentier technique mène ensuite les coureurs jusqu'au sommet du Mont Rogneux, point culminant de la course à 3084 mètres d'altitude. Ils traversent ensuite plusieurs lacs d'altitude avant de rejoindre le secteur de Passerelle, son glacier et sa célèbre passerelle suspendue. Contrairement aux autres formats, la course se termine par une montée finale qui ramène directement les coureurs à Verbier. Chez les femmes, les spécialistes du format sont au départ. Avec plusieurs podiums à son actif et un UTMB index de 729, Marine Quintard possède toutes les qualités pour jouer les premiers rôles. Autre française très attendue sur le circuit, Lucille Germain fait partie des grandes favorites après sa remarquable performance à Zegamaescori et ainsi que ses victoires à Madeira et au Monte Rogneux qui confirment sa capacité à rivaliser avec les meilleurs mondiales. Mais la grande favorite n'est autre que Maude Mathys. Avec un UTMB index de 808, elle arrive avec une exceptionnelle saison 2025 marquée par plusieurs victoires ainsi que 2 magnifiques 3e places sur l'OCC et Sierzinal. Elle débute cette nouvelle saison avec de grandes ambitions. Chez les hommes, la course s'annonce particulièrement relevée avec 3 Français affichant un UTMB index proche de 900. Dylan Ribeiro vise un nouveau podium en Suisse après 2 3e places obtenues sur le Wildstrubel by UTMB. Après plusieurs podiums la saison dernière, Lucien Mermillon espère cette fois décrocher sa première grande victoire sur le circuit UTMB. Mais le principal favori reste Simon Paccard avec un UTMB index de 905. Il arrive en pleine confiance après un excellent début de saison.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allez! Let's go! Oh no!
Come on, this is Switzerland. There you go.
And we're off. Just giving them an extra few seconds.
And it's a hot start too. Yeah, we're slightly downhill first, which gets everyone excited.
It is hard to hold back. They've got about 12 kilometers until they hit the peak, the highest point of this course.
So Dylan Ribeiro is leading the charge, but they are all together, the ones we expected to see. So Maxime Pelouchou, Simon Paquet with the white t-shirt, and the fourth gentleman as Paul Buret.
And an interesting story, just seeing Maude on the screen here. She actually won this race in 2009. So 17 years ago, and she will be coming back. If she can win it again, that will be quite the cool story.
Oh, he's going. So, yeah, right now, Simon Gosselin is looking at the screen. Is like, what is going on, son? Just take it easy. That's not what we said. That's not what we discussed.
And there we see a bit of a flyover of the course, starting in Maude.
And again, these first sections, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, is still in the trees, a little bit of the cover, and then they're going to pop out above, and it's going to get hot. There we go. Head down, Lucille Germain. Oh, yeah, they're on this much steeper section, and look at that. They are still running.
Wow, now here's where I would have broken down into a hike, but at least the top men are going for it. And we are 27 minutes into the race. Following the lead, the top two men, they are 5 kilometers into the course. It's Simon Paquet and Dylan Ribeiro. And they are running together. Dylan is not letting Simon out of his sights. Ooh.
Absolutely. And there we go, back with the women's race, and Maude Mathys leading the charge. No sunglasses at all as well. You know, it's going to be a stiller day, and just like staring at the sun for, what was it, 5+ hours?
I really feel like she's kind of she's a low maintenance runner.
Yeah.
No poles, no glasses, no crew. She's like, just going out for a run, racing every weekend, winning every weekend.
The true definition of old school. Love that.
I love it. And the runners, when they come here, they know they're going to get amazing views, amazing trails, but also a real challenge out there.
Yeah, and so we're getting now onto that single track, and they're going to stay on that ridge. There's a few switchbacks coming up, and then they're going to be contouring around the back. And yeah, Maude Mathys is leading the charge for that pack of 4.
Do we have Batman? I believe we have Batman on the course.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal. We are, if you are just listening to us and you are not watching, please jump on and watch the live stream, because we have someone in full Batman getup. And you can see everyone has to bring the same mandatory gear, but there is a difference in the size of the packs. The top runners just get so good at getting the lightest gear, the smallest gear, figuring out exactly what is the least amount of weight that they can take to get them through the course. And so I'm always interested from not just a commentating perspective, also from a runner perspective, just how much of a difference in the size of the packs you can get when everyone is supposed to be carrying the exact same stuff.
And that's the thing, to your point, you mentioned the size, because obviously the weight element is the first thing that comes to mind, but if it can pack down into very little volume in your back, it's not something that's going to swing at every step. It's just going to be leaning and well packed against your back. So there's the weight element, but the volume, as you said, if you can pack it down to as little as possible, it's good. And then like some of these runners will be out there for twice as much time as the elite runners. So elite runners be like, okay, well, I need to tick the box of the mandatory equipment. But if it doesn't protect me as much, as long as it fits the requirements, it's fine, because they know the chance of actually using it is less than 1%.
Yeah.
As opposed to, all these extraordinary runners who will be there and maybe still out there when, or if those big afternoon storms hit. And then you really want, especially to your point, like racing at altitude, you really want to have those waterproof jacket, waterproof pants, because temperature can turn extremely quickly.
Absolutely. And that is the real difference here, the real differentiator for this course. If you're able to finish quickly, you are going to be getting the best conditions. Whereas, unfortunately, it's the ones who are going to be out here the longest that then will be hit with even tougher conditions. And so it'll just become exponentially harder as the day goes on.
Well, you get more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
You get all weather conditions.
More time on the course.
There we go. And we've got our mains leader back with Simon Paccard, and it looks like not even 30, 40 meters back. Dylan Ribeiro. Oh, Steph, poles are finally coming out.
Poles are coming out, and we're doing a fast transition here.
Yeah, he's definitely moving up that hill with an intention. And again, if he doesn't want to work too hard running down, he's going to have to make a difference on the up, test the engine, see how comfortable he feels.
Certainly Lucille and Maude are the strongest ones coming in here in terms of a race resume. He is going so fast. When we are nearing 3,000 meters altitude.
He's in shape. There's no doubt about it. So there we go. It is not Dylan anymore in second place. And again, poles probably have made a difference. Lucien Mermillon from Team Rossignol is now in second place.
And there you can see on the left-hand side of your screen that difference between where Simon is and Lucien chasing him up this climb. And we'll see that distance spread as Simon crests the top and is able to break out into a faster run. And that's Simon Paccard being hunted down.
Oh, yeah.
By Lucien Mermillon.
I'm just watching. It's like, is he going to close the gap? Because admittedly, like, Simon Paccard was moving well, but like, was he moving full throttle?
But yeah, you can see he's using his hands quite a bit to pull himself up the steep climb. And really we can see not moving at the same kind of intensity, the same kind of pace as our two lead men who both have poles. Yeah,
and all the work is being done by the legs, which means he's also like blowing matches. And we are now sitting above 3,000 meters at the top of Mont Rogneux.
Wow.
3,084 meters. And the very top of the climb, Mont Rogneux, is where we're expecting Maude Mathys to be in about 5-6 minutes, perhaps. There we go. Good chance of winning this. I think the chance is slim now. He's in 54th position. Yeah, and in those kind of sections with a lot of rocks.
Yep.
Most of them they're pretty stable, but the kind of scree, like kind of
it's brutal.
Dust in the middle makes it super slippery. So either you engage and you're going in full confidence, bent over a little bit, and make sure your forefoot is where your load is. Just because as much as it's counterintuitive, like when there's a big gradient, you want to lean forward. Because if you're actually holding back and therefore more on your heels, if your heels slip, you're on your bum.
Yep.
While if you're in your forefoot, all of a sudden you can have a slip, then you land on your heels and you have a second point of contact that could stabilize you a little better.
It's very counterintuitive. It's hard to lean into the downhill, lean into the hills. A little bit of a wrong turn there. It's hard to see where the course is on terrain like this. You really have to stay
alert,
stay focused.
Yep. Here we go, still on that ridge, cruising in what something looks like trail running paradise after climbing the highest point in the race. Mont Rogneux, above 3,000 meters. Maude Mathys is cruising.
The top men crested the highest point of the course at over 3,000 meters some time ago and have gone through the checkpoint at that first descent. So looking at the updated timings, Lucille Mermillon, our race leader, and she was running in 8th scratch, but we saw she was passed by one man on the descent. And I suspect when her timing chip is updated, we'll see her in 9th scratch. Top 3 winners from the men's and the women's side at this race today will get a direct entry to the UTMB World Series Finals next year. So basically, if you get in the top 3 in the 50K category race, you get a direct entry to OCC, which is the 50K category in the UTMB World Series Finals. And then if you get top 3 in the 100K race here, you get direct entry to CCC in the UTMB World Series Finals. And finally, in the 100-mile category, that gives you direct entry to UTMB, the full 100-mile loop around France, Italy, Switzerland next August. Now, many of the top runners here already have secured their entry. They already have their plans for UTMB next month. So this is really setting things up for a whole year from now. But that is the way that you can kind of bypass the lottery to get into UTMB World Series Finals. The normal way to get into the race is by earning running stones. Now, basically, each running stone that you earn, which you can collect through races, different distances in the UTMB World Series, gives you different amounts of stones. And
so 20K, 1 stone, 50K, 2 stones, 100K, 3 stones, 100-mile, 4 stones. And all you got to do is cover the race from start to finish. There's no specific time. If you make it before the cutoff, you collect the stones.
Correct. And in the UTMB World Series majors, there's 1 per region. So 4 UTMB World Series majors, you get double the amount of running stones. And that's what makes them particularly popular and particularly competitive. Now, each stone is like a ticket in the lottery. Yeah. So when you go to enter the UTMB World Series Finals, it's a lottery. You don't know if you're going to get a place or not. And that's why these top runners want to get that certainty by getting top at one of the UTMB World Series races. In a race like Verbier, it's top 3. In the World Series majors, it is the top 10. So these are the different ways that you can get into UTMB, into the finals in Chamonix in August.
And actually, in the majors, in addition to the top 10 men and women for all 3 distances, the 50K, the 100K, the 100 miles, the age group winners actually also punch their automatic entry into the corresponding distance in the final, which means that for every major, there's up to 210 automatic entries.
Another way that you can get in is with your UTMB score. So in addition to the top 3 qualifications for events and the top 10 for the World Series majors, all the runners who obtain a UTMB score higher to or equal than a certain amount, depending on the race category, will qualify for the UTMB finals. So in the 50K, for women, it's a UTMB index score of 690. In the 100K category, 675. And in the 100-mile, 615. For the men, it's 840 for the 50K, 820 for the 100K, and 780 for the 100-miler. So there we go. Now we have understood it. These are the different ways that you can get into the UTMB World Series Finals.
So indeed, it means that when you're a competitive runner and you're at a race hoping to qualify and you see you're outside of the top 3, don't let go of the gas pedal, because again, if you cross the line and you score a UTMB score higher than what you mentioned, you're in. And there's no cap to it as well, meaning that, if you really want to get in and you do, let's say, 100-mile at a major, you get 8 stones. But then if you do another 100-mile at another race in the UTMB World Series, you add another 4 to it. So you end up 12 stones, and so on and so forth. So if you're really committed, I remember we did the math. I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. If you they did an average of who got in, and the threshold was 13 stones. If you had 13 stones, statistically speaking, you were getting in.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But this was previous years. I think the demand is now even higher. And because there's so many more events across the world, then it gives a chance for more people to get running stones, so the chance to put their name in a hat. But obviously, then it makes it more competitive to get in.
And I just love the fact that age division winners are given a chance to go to the World Series Finals, because it just increases the diversity, the depth, and it makes sure that runners who are older, or maybe even on the younger side and still coming into the sport and not having developed the experience yet, get a chance to experience what it's like to run in UTMB. I ran my first UTMB Finals week race. It was TDS, so not officially OCC, CCC, or UTMB in 2009. And standing on that start line left such an impression on me. I've just gotten goosebumps here in the studio. Anyone who has watched the UTMB World Series Finals and heard that music, that classic UTMB song with thousands of runners standing on the start line, ready to run through 3 countries, to run around the mountains, is really like nothing else.
Oh, it certainly is. And then, if you've been standing long enough or enough times on that start line for both the start and the finish, like it's ingrained in you. Like you hear it, like you could be commuting to work or like doing something entirely different. You'll be like, ooh, it brings you back.
The 210-meter suspension bridge, you can see it's going over the glacier. This glacier, unfortunately, has been receding. So this is now the best and the safest way to get across this section.
We are back with our men's leader, ladies and gentlemen, Lucien Mermillon, representing Team Rossignol, and he's pushing hard, double pulling up that ridge. Especially that one again, like you will see, like you'll stick with us until the end and you will see how brutal it is. It is exposed. There's a lot of switchbacks and then a few steep straight up sections on the roads before you get into Verbier. And then from there on, it's about a K on the road.
Wow.
See, just when we were talking about it, he's eating. So he's on top of it. He's chosen to get to the highest point, turn around.
The winning time for the women was 5 hours, 23 minutes. And here you can see the runners.
It was our men's leader.
Yeah.
Already coming down, so.
Very cool.
Or very disheartening, either way. Here we go. We are with our second man runner here who was leading early on, Simon Pacard, who said that this race was not an A race, but more like a fine-tuning race leading into CCC. Wow. Big, like back in a race for a second, because Simon Pacard, who was in second place, just said that he was most likely going to drop. So I don't know if he took a tumble or what, but he says, like, I just can't run downhill. And he had his phone out trying to call his crew, but he said, I don't have reception here.
Look at Maude move.
She is moving super well. She's right alongside the Lake Mauvoisin, as we talked about, the one that has the dam, if I understood correctly.
It is hard to be able to run at this speed and this effort over this number of hours. So different kind of mental strength.
That gap is not too bad. However, ladies and gentlemen, we do have Maxime Peluchou, who has come into the Lourtier aid station. He hasn't gone through the exit yet, but he was only 20 seconds back from Elia Bongiovanni. She's coming in. The clock is starting. She's going for, so she's drinking.
That is 1,000 meters of climb over 3.7 kilometers.
And no poles. And no poles. You called it that record was going down, but ooh, I hope she had seen that.
Just side, almost close encounter with a bike. We have Lucien Mermillon, who is in just a commanding lead on the men's side. He had up to a 2.6 kilometer gap on second place, Elia Bongiovanni, which has reduced down.
And am I right in the fact that he has no poles? Woo! Son, I feel like that's a bit of a mistake here.
And right, you can see just how far in front she is by looking at the visual on the left-hand side of your screen.
And can you hear?
But you know what I love to see is that, like, first and second here in this race on the women's side is completely solidified. You know, Maude is not changing her position. Lucille is not changing her position. But both of them are going flat out. Running, pretty closely to Dylan Ribeiro. So there could be potentially a switch-up between fourth and fifth still. Less than 2 kilometers to go. It is going to get exciting.
He's going for it. Yeah. He is going for it. I mean, he could take a bath, literally, and still win here. So it's good. Oh, he picked up some
berries.
Nice one. And so he could catch a glimpse of the finishing area, but he has to go all the way around the block to finally make his entrance into the finishing chute. Only a few hundred meters for French runner representing Team Rossignol, Lucien Mermillon. There we go. The finish line is just there. In full disbelief.
And breaks out into a smile. This is a fantastic finish for him. I think he can't believe it. Certainly, oh my goodness, what a win for the marathon at Trail Verbier St-Bernard. Lucien Mermillon, our winner, and he has given it all out on the course and is laying down, soaking it all in. This is our race champion.
Yeah, he certainly kept pushing all the way until the end. But now the strength come back, the second wave, the relief of having crossing the line is done. It's like, yes, let's celebrate. Let's give back to all the spectators who have come and celebrate him today as a champion. He still can't believe it. Shaking his head.
And smashing last year's time as well.
Yes, look at that.
Whoa.
This is what we wanted to see, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, not for everyone, because obviously it's a sad day for an Italian runner, but ladies and gentlemen, the man, the lumberjack.
So after the performance today, my God, look at him come towards the finish. This is Dylan Riviero from France. Took a last-minute switch into second place. He's got to be well happy with that.
Yeah, super strong finish, well managed, and as you say, he will be absolutely stoked about this performance today. Things go, that last climb requires runners to still have a lot in the tank, and I don't know what's, yeah, it looks, could it be chafing? Because it looks like he's really, like, in pain.
He's either stiffened up or he's pulled a muscle. I don't think it's chafing, but that's a smile grimace.
Oh yeah, it's just like
that's
I am so glad to be done.
Oh, and he's on the ground. Yep. Still a very strong race for Elia Bongiovanni.
I see holding his, I don't know if it's calves. Something was definitely hurting down there.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally breaking into a smile. She can relax. She's got it. Another win in Maude's career. Come on, ring the bell.
The cows are queens, and Maude is that queen here today. Our winner of Trail Verbier St-Bernard by UTMB, Maude Mathys. Oh, she is happy with that one. How could she not be? She battled. And what is her overall placing? Oh my gosh, she's fourth. She is fourth stretch.
On t'avait annoncé ultra favorite ce matin, on imaginait une grosse bagarre avec Lucille Germain et finalement tu t'es détaché très rapidement. Mais quelle maîtrise, tu as l'habitude, mais quelle maîtrise de cette course.
Oui, alors c'est un retour pour moi sur cette distance. Ça faisait un moment que j'avais pas refait de longue distance. Alors j'ai eu la Pyramenta la semaine passée, mais j'étais un peu en dedans parce que voilà, j'étais avec une coéquipière qui a assuré. Mais j'étais assez facile. Et puis là, je redoutais Lucille. J'avais vraiment pas confiance en moi ce matin. Je me suis dit que ça allait être une belle bagarre. Et puis c'est vrai que j'ai attaqué d'entrée parce que j'aime mieux prendre les devants puis faire mon rythme. Parce que ça me perturbe si on me suit, si on est à côté. Je suis assez solitaire quand je cours. Donc voilà, j'ai fait mon rythme. Et puis sur la fin, c'était très dur parce que j'avais des cloques sous les talons à cause de ces descentes très raides. Donc j'ai vraiment souffert chaque fois que je posais le pied.
En tout cas, si on suit ta stratégie, elle a été payante, parce qu'effectivement, au premier pointage, on ne pensait pas que tu allais passer avec 6 minutes d'avance déjà sur Lucille, dès on va l'appeler la première bosse. Et effectivement, tu n'as fait que d'accroître ton avance tout au long de la course. Et alors, quelle montée finale! Tu as récupéré 2 garçons sur la dernière montée. Incroyable, cette dernière montée.
Bon, on dit que les femmes, elles gèrent mieux l'effort. Et puis, moi, je supporte bien la chaleur. Donc, comme il faisait particulièrement chaud, quoique il y avait des bons bouts d'ombre quand même, j'ai pas trop souffert. J'ai vraiment bien bu, bien mangé durant toute la course. Et puis, c'est ce qui a payé sur la fin.
Eh bien écoute, maintenant on va te laisser récupérer tranquillement. T'en vas pas trop loin, tu connais, quand on aura la deuxième et la troisième, on aura plaisir de vous revoir toutes les trois sur cette ligne d'arrivée, et puis un petit peu plus tard pour la cérémonie protocolaire. Et mesdames et messieurs, s'il vous plaît, j'aimerais un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour celle qui vient de remporter cette course du Verbier St-Bernard, le marathon, et qui vient aussi prendre la 4e place au scratch.
Both ladies giving everything they've got to make it up that final climb. The weather is getting hot. Maude was talking about it. She said it was definitely to a temperature that was going to affect the racing. Luckily for her, she is comfortable in this hot weather, but she could feel it already. So these two ladies, as the sun is keeping up and warming up the valley.
At the last checkpoint, she was in 14th place. And now we have Lucille Germain coming in top 10 scratch.
Looking at the time, she knows she's under the previous winning time by 10 minutes. We were both wrong, but you were closer. And there we go, finally breaks into a smile. Celebration time, ladies and gentlemen, for the French woman, Lucille Germain.
Woo! I believe she just finished in 9th scratch.
Je vous coupe un petit coup la parole. On va aller voir Lucille. Quelle course! Une magnifique 2e place menée tambour battant. Et tu nous disais en off que magnifique parcours encore aujourd'hui. Hein.
Ouais, non, c'était un parcours magnifique. Franchement, il y avait de tout. Le Mont Rogneux, là, c'était incroyable. Je me suis régalée dans la partie technique, là. Et puis voilà, j'ai même pas eu affaire à une Maude qui était stratosphérique, franchement. Je l'ai vue partir, je dis bon voilà, je vais la revoir à l'arrivée. Mais ouais, non, elle fait une course vraiment, vraiment belle. Après, je suis quand même contente de mon temps. Franchement, je me suis donné du début à la fin et je pense que ça fait une belle course. Après, ça n'a pas été facile du début à la fin, mais je me suis accrochée.
On t'a vu, tu étais à l'écran pile poil à ce moment-là, on t'a vu chuter à la montée en montant du côté de Panossière. Juste un petit problème de carrosserie, mais ça va, ça t'a pas posé problème sur le reste de la course?
Ouais, ça m'a un peu perturbée. Normalement, tu tombes en descente, mais en montée, voilà, je tombe en montée, j'ai tapé un caillou. Et ouais, sur le coup, ça m'a bien tapé le genou et la main. Et bon, après, voilà, avec l'adrénaline, j'ai continué. Et puis voilà, ça a fait, on switch, on met le cerveau en mode off et puis on continue.
Et tu vois, tu as encore, on va dire, tu arrives à des heures acceptables dans la journée au niveau de la chaleur. On se demandait sur l'écran, est-ce qu'il commence déjà à faire très chaud dans la vallée en bas avant la montée finale?
Ouais, on commence à avoir un bon coup de chaud là, à fionner. Et bon, après, ce que je disais, on a eu vraiment la chance d'avoir des petits bassins quand même un peu partout et du coup, en profiter pour vraiment. Moi, je sais que je m'arrêtais à chaque point d'eau pour vraiment me rincer, me mettre la tête, la casquette, pour vraiment rafraîchir la température du corps et ça faisait du bien.
Ben, merci à toi. C'est vrai que c'est ce qu'on dit aussi sur les lignes de départ. Pensez à prendre 2 petites minutes pour vous réhydrater, vous mouiller la nuque. Félicitations pour cette magnifique course. On va te laisser récupérer tranquillement. On se retrouvera tout à l'heure pour la photo quand vous serez toutes les trois, quand on aura notre podium complet sous l'arche d'arrivée et puis pour la cérémonie protocolaire. S'il vous plaît, applaudissements, le public pour notre deuxième du jour, Lucille Germain.
Oh, look at that. We've got tears. Yes. Oh, this is
It's an emotional one. She is full tears.
Addressing this one to someone who's not there today, but watching, I'm sure. What an effort.
What an emotional finish. Wow, that one.
Oh, look at that.
That one's going to mean a lot.
L'impression de notre troisième féminine du jour, Harry-Charlotte. Quelle course, que d'émotions sur cette ligne d'arrivée. On t'a vu submergé par l'émotion. On va commencer par ça, parce qu'on pourrait pleurer avec toi.
Ouais, aujourd'hui c'était spécial parce que j'ai perdu ma grand-mère il y a une semaine. Donc aujourd'hui elle était présente tout du long. J'ai vraiment hésité jusqu'à hier pour faire la course et je l'ai fait pour elle. C'est donc beaucoup d'émotions. Puis il y a 6 ans, j'ai fait ma première médaille en Coupe du Monde en ski alpinisme ici. Et elle m'avait répondu mais les autres se sont entraînés. Donc Verbier, c'est beaucoup pour moi et ça ça remonte aujourd'hui. Je suis très fière. Je suis très très fière. Je pense à toute ma famille et elle a été avec moi tout du long. C'était formidable.
Ben écoute, c'est magnifique en tout cas. On est heureux pour toi qu'elle ait pu t'accompagner tout au long de cette course et que tu te sois accroché comme ça, que tu aies maîtrisé de main de maître cette course. Ben voilà, il faudra revenir à Verbier parce qu'a priori, Verbier, ça te réussit en termes de résultats en tout cas.
Oui, carrément. J'ai mon copain qui habite pas loin, donc voilà. Sur la route, c'est...
Troisième féminine du jour. Bravo, félicitations. On va aller te laisser récupérer. Vas-y, dis-moi.
Juste, je voulais remercier mon amie Salomé qui est venue en urgence pour me faire les ravitaux. Donc merci à elle.
Merci Salomé. Bravo pour les ravitaillements. A priori, tu ravitailles super bien. Hein. C'est plutôt pas mal. On peut t'embaucher. Allez, félicitations à toi. Merci.
Et c'est terminé pour ce Verbier marathon. Lucien Mermillon s'impose en 4h26,59 après avoir pris les commandes de la course dans l'ascension du Mont Rogneux. Dylan Ribeiro décroche la 2e place grâce à un superbe retour dans le dernier kilomètre, tandis que l'Italien Elia Bongiovanni complète le podium à seulement 2 minutes du Français. Chez les femmes, Maude Mathys a parfaitement assumé son rôle de favorite avec une prestation exceptionnelle. Elle remporte la course féminine et termine à une incroyable 4e place au classement général. La Française Lucille Germain prend la 2e place, 9e au scratch, à 28 minutes de Maude Mathys. Marie-Charlotte Irazzoki complète le podium après avoir conservé sa 3e position tout au long de la journée. Autre épreuve du week-end, la X-Alpine, le format le plus long avec ses 140 km et 9000 mètres de dénivelé positif. Le départ a été donné vendredi à 22h pour une course dont une grande partie se déroule de nuit. Les coureurs traversent des lieux emblématiques comme le magnifique village de Champélac, les splendides lacs-fenêtres ou encore le mythique col du Grand Saint-Bernard. Autre course du programme, la X-Traversée, partie samedi à 9h pour un parcours de 77 km et 5100 mètres de dénivelé positif. Le départ est donné depuis Lafouille. Après un passage par les magnifiques lacs Fenêtres, les coureurs s'attaquent à une traversée des 5 cols alpins, dont notamment le col Fenêtre, et puis l'emblématique et historique col du Grand Saint-Bernard. Ils enchaînent ensuite avec le col des Chevaux, qui propose la descente la plus raide du parcours, avant de rejoindre le charmant col de Mille et son refuge. La course se poursuit jusqu'au site glaciaire de Bannessière, au pied du Grand Combin, culminant à 4314 mètres. Le passage sur la célèbre passerelle du Corbassière, longue de 210 mètres, constitue l'un des moments forts de cette magnifique X-Traversée. Enfin, le célèbre mur et ses 1200 mètres de dénivelé viennent corser une dernière fois le parcours avant l'arrivée. course et quel événement! Ce 50 km nous a offert un spectacle du début à la fin avec des histoires incroyables dans un décor absolument unique. Entre les vues spectaculaires sur les glaciers, le passage à plus de 3000 mètres d'altitude et l'incontournable passerelle des Corbassières, cette journée restera gravée dans les mémoires. UTMB Live sera déjà de retour dans quelques jours, direction la vallée d'Aoste en Italie pour le Monterosa Walserwaeg by UTMB. Un événement au cœur du territoire riche en traditions et en légendes, pour une aventure exceptionnelle au milieu des sommets de plus de 4000 mètres. L'un des grands temps forts sera le 100K féminin, avec un duel très attendu entre la Suédoise Emily Forsberg et l'Italienne Martina Valmassoi, deux des plus grandes figures de trail running. Le 50K masculin promet lui aussi un affrontement passionnant avec la légende espagnole Manuel Merillas, le tenant du titre Peter Engdahl, l'Italien Luca Del Pero et la star locale Nadir Maguet. Une confrontation qui s'annonce déjà mémorable. Rendez-vous les 17 et 18 juillet pour suivre le Monterosa Walserwaeg by UTMB en direct. En attendant, on vous laisse avec le best-of de l'édition 2025. Ciao ciao!
Hammer, cloche, fontaine.